Gang Minecrafters, I believe we're live. How are you guys doing today? As you can see, we got the snapshot already here. Thank you, Enderstorm, in the chat. For some reason, my notification extension went off for some, like it didn't like activate. But 21W10A is here. Indeed. Let me know in the chat if you guys can hear me. But yes, very excited. So let's just get straight into it, and we'll be waiting for my launcher to update so we can get straight into it. Let me update the title, and I'll scroll down so you guys can read, and I'll read it in a second. All right, gang. Let's see. A truly fabulous snapshot enters the arena. That's a statement. This snapshot brings fundamental changes to our rendering pipeline with the introduction of the brand new tech that is OpenGL Core 3.2. On top of that, we're finally introducing the Lush Caves biome. However, as with the Dripstone Cave, this is only available through creating a custom world, which is perfectly fine. I definitely want to see that. Unfortunately, we can't see both together, see some crossovers maybe, but it's fine. There's also an important note about the snapshot for those of you with older computers. With the introduction of OpenGL Core 3.2, there is a chance that MicroJava will no longer run on computers that do not meet the minimum system requirements. We will be checking that out just in case anyone here may have that issue. Computers that meet the minimum system requirements should not be affected. So let's look at the new features before we get into that. I'll just open this in a new tab for now, but we'll check that out after the features. So Lush Cave underground biome added cracked DEEPSLATE bricks and cracked DEEPSLATE tiles. Interesting, messing with my tiles again, but I'm sure it'll be cool. There is now an infested variant of DEEPSLATE found in the underground. Okay, so they will not generate in the world by default. DEEPSLATE versions of copper, emerald, and coal ores have been added for creator uses map pack. There we go. So your requests have been answered. We have DEEPSLATE versions of all the ores for the map making. Not cop all back to you, Minecraft Master. Como eres ahora? But there's also infested variants of DEEPSLATE underground. So it's not telling us if it'll be natural or not. There was found in the underground. Okay, we will find it in the underground. So that's interesting. Okay, Lush Cave biome is next. So that's interesting. Okay, so we'll just find it infested. I wonder if they'll give more details about that. The Lush Cave underground biome now exists for use in single biome worlds. It does not yet generate in other world types. So moss covers the floor and ceilings. Spore blossoms grow from the ceiling and drip particles. Contains clay pools where drip leaf plants grow out of them. Contains azalea bushes. Yes, the azalea tree loves to have roots, so you can find the azalea tree either overground or in a cave. And you know there's a Lush Cave beneath you, so we'll definitely be looking for that. Yes, dab on that snapshot. Cave finds with glowberries grow from the ceiling and light up the caves. Indeed. So everything we've been seeing from the Lush Cave so far, but we'll just be able to see it fully, as well as the azalea tree. I don't believe we've seen the azalea tree, so we can also see, hypothetically, is it a new type of wood, or which type of wood they decided to go with, because maybe they're using oak, or maybe they're using another. Let's see some changes. Cobbled DEEPSLATE can now be smelted into DEEPSLATE. Okay, so yep. DEEPSLATE can now be placed along any axis. Okay, so I think that's in terms of a rotation. Lightning rods cannot be waterlogged. I'm surprised that wasn't a thing before. Interesting. Fossils in the deepest part of the underground generate with DEEPSLATE diamond ore instead of coal ore. It's so funny because I was just doing a whole lot of thinking about like lore and the fossils and getting back into that circle of two pieces of information we have about fossils, but they've added something to fossils. That's interesting. Let's keep scrolling. Okay, the textures of DEEPSLATE and some of the ores have been updated. Not again! Stop changing my DEEPSLATE tiles. It's perfect. Let's see here. So this is the old and new changes to the ore textures. Click here for full resolution. We will be doing that in a new tab, and we'll check it out afterwards. Oh, look at iron. Okay, so iron's we don't have any more worms. No more worms. No more worm ore. Do we have Mickey Mouse ore? Oh, I guess we'll have to check. Ooh! Is that the tile block? Okay, I think I like it. Okay, I think I like it, guys. Okay, tile block is still my favorite. I think I like it. So I think they even updated the original diamond ore. Yeah, I can definitely see that it's a bit more defined. Even though it kept the original shape, the contrast is definitely a little more there. So that is really, really cool. Looking at the redstone, the lapis. Yeah, I guess iron ore was the main ore getting all the hate. Nobody liked the worm ore. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. Let me scroll up a little bit so we can see full pictures, and let's get to the next one. Okay, so new textures for emerald, core, and copper in DeepSlate. So right, these are the DeepSlate versions that won't generate naturally, at least not intentionally, but the pictures are still here just in case. Okay, so yeah, this like coal is interesting, but it's pretty hard to see. But other than that, Cooperjack down craft ore F in the chat. Indeed, indeed. Yeah, copper is a pretty interesting one because it's like pretty difficult to see. So that's interesting. Copper and emerald. Yeah, I like those though. Just good for those map makers that want those. So that's really really good. And I think this is the original picture. So let's keep going. Ore distribution. Overworld ore distribution has been tweaked again. Let's go. More emeralds in mountains. More lapis. More lapis. Less copper, gold, and redstone. I guess they just mean overall. Okay. Smaller diamond blobs, but slightly more frequent. Less diamond ore overall, though. Okay. Less iron. It generates lower down. Oh, how low are we talking? We're gonna see in this picture. Reduced air exposure for coal. I think that's cool. Okay. So okay, let's see. Let's look the new pictures. Right. Third iteration here. So we'll have that image in the next tab as well. So we'll be looking through all of these images close up so we can go through their details very specifically so you guys can understand how to look at this map if you're not sure. Technical changes. So yes, the game now runs using OpenGL. Maximum size that slime can be summoned with is now 128. Did they lower that? Because I think it was was it 255 before? I thought it was. Okay, this command can only give up to 100 stacks of... Oh, the give command can only give up to 100 stacks of items at one time. Okay, interesting. So rendering has been done with OpenGL. So we have shaders are now included for all support render states. Any shader except for the blitz shader can be replaced in resource packs. For now, replacing these shaders is not officially supported, and the way it works may change in the future. The current rendering engine uses a system similar to the post-processing shader pipeline. There are some differences between both systems that cater to the slightly different requirements. And then some bugs, shape of globe effect based on mouse base. I'm not sure if there's anything in particular that was big that I know about. That's coordinates. But okay, so let's get into those pictures, and then we'll get into the game itself. So my launcher is still updating. So let's look at each of these pictures. So I'm gonna have to switch screens here. 1 second. If it's going to allow me. Let's see here if I can make it do this. That is not it. Okay, W. Okay, it won't let me switch screens. That's really weird. But let's see if the latest snapshot is indeed out. So we're going to be loading that up right quick. So, okay, so that's loading. Let's make sure we know. So we're going to go through these pictures or distribution. It's in the picture. These changes. DeepSlate diamond ore. That's it's just like it just feels kind of random, but I feel like it might be intentional. So we're gonna looking for the lush caves for the most part, right? Now we will be doing a still world biome, so there probably just gonna be azalea trees everywhere, but at least we'll get an idea of how it works. And we want to go through all the ores again, so that's gonna be fun in terms of their new looks. Creeper Jack, Dylan Craft, I don't know what you're on about. Alrighty, so my launcher is pretty much up, but let's see if I can get a close-up on these pictures. Okay, so here's Java Edition. It's loading up, but I'm still going to be looking at these pictures if I can. Look at ore pictures in game. I'm really concerned about this ore distribution one. Okay, so while that's loading slow, let's look back at this. So here is the larger picture of the ore distribution. So for looking at each of these triangles and squares, the width of it, so like as you can see with the iron ore at the top here, it starts off wide and gets thinner. You know, assuming this is a mountain, because this is emerald here, this green bar, or the green triangle. So this is a mountain. So we're looking at like the tips of a mountain. All these ores are going to be at higher like iron and emerald are going to be generating higher amounts at higher altitudes, and then slowly drip off as you go down. Emerald definitely getting a really big triangle going all the way down. That's good. So coal, you know, just kind of generating straight through, but then also having this triangle here. As we see diamond, reduced air exposure. It says on diamond. Let's zoom in a little here if we can. There we go. So you see diamond kind of still tipping into these areas, the non-deep slate areas. If we can get the coordinates on the side here, we see that it reaches I guess the line that's maybe 16. So like, you know, starting from Y16 downwards, we'll be able to get diamond. But it's, you know, just going to be less and less, and it has a lot of reduced air exposure, so you want to keep going further and further down. I don't know if anyone can see that, but there's like the little message thing right there. That's funny. So smaller blocks of iron there, redstone kind of being consistent until increasing towards the bottom. Lapis still kind of doing what it was doing before, I think, pointing at that Y0 line, but not having any air exposure, just completely no air exposure. So you won't be able to find, if I'm understanding that correctly, you won't find lapis just kind of in the world. Thinking, I am not sure how to pronounce that. Karitku Christie, hello back to you, Minecraft Master. Not cop. That is my reaction to the snapshot indeed. You say my voice is cracking. Probably so. Wouldn't be surprised. But so I mean that's kind of the general idea of with this picture. So be sure to look at this picture yourself, and you know the legend here and what these mean. You can look at the coordinates on the side of where they're regenerating. We can see that, you know, if we zoom in towards the mountains here, we'll be finding ore, you know, all the way up at like 200 in the mountains. Like that's insane. You know, iron and coal ore, that I think is pretty cool. But Java Edition seems like it's ready, so we are going to get into that. I'm going to turn on my video settings because I've been playing off camera and I can turn them up when I'm not streaming. Alright, looks good. Looks good. So let's go ahead and switch screens. And we are here, Minecraft Masters. The Minecraft music is loud? Okay, we'll turn that down, thank you. I know Java Edition does get pretty loud. Let me know if that is any better. Let's go ahead and load up the world. So this is 21W10A. If anyone doesn't know what this means, the 21 represents the year, W stands for week, and this is the 10th week of the year, and A represents the first snapshot of this week. So like last snapshot, I think it was 2 weeks ago, we did get a 21W08B because they updated something with the iron ore, the error that they had there. And that was like the second iteration of the same snapshot in the same week. But yeah, let's go ahead and make a single biome world for the lush caves, right? So yep, lush, okay. So lush caves, generate structures, we don't need that. Alrighty, so let's get into it. Let us get into the lush caves. We want to look at all the other ores. see how I like the tiles. I really fell in love with the deep slate tiles when it first came out, so hopefully it's still lovable. I think it is, but what is the menu screen going to be? We are not too sure yet, so we'll probably be getting that closer towards release. We do still have a lot of features to get through in terms of snapshots, so we probably won't be seeing the menu screen for a while. But please let me know if the Minecraft music, when it comes back on, if it's at an acceptable volume. What is your PC specs? Not very high. It's a pretty like standard computer, not like a gaming computer by any stretch of the imagination. So let us try to see if we can find an azalea tree. Oh, but we can see the lush caves is already under here. So, okay, so this is the azalea tree here. Okay, so we can see just kind of a tree with flowers, and it appears that it is indeed oak, that it's going to be the wood. So, no new wood type as of this snapshot, or that's been confirmed in any way. But you know, we can see the azalea tree, and we know that the entire underground is lush caves. But I guess I'm curious, like if we were to mine down like directly next to it, what would be different about it? If I can stop flying here. So let's go ahead and try that. Rooted dirt. Okay, so right under the azalea tree we have rooted dirt. So that's really interesting. And then it seems to go down to regular dirt and sand, but as you can see, kind of just surrounding it is going to be these lots of rooted dirt. So I wonder if rooted dirt would have any use, but again, it's getting kind of dark because I'm giving myself night vision now. If we don't find the glowberries. Okay, let's do the night vision. This is stupid. Alright, boom. Wait. Why are we at deep slate already? The crap. Where's the biome? Okay, we have an opening here. So I guess this is like the edge of it. That's interesting. A bit of a vine there growing on the bottom, and of course the hanging roots. So I guess we'll just go back up and then we just... frick, okay. That wasn't flying. But we'll just go back on the cave there. So perhaps the azalea tree marks like the edge of it. We'll have to test it out with more trees to see if there's any consistency as in regards to where it is to the biome. But as you can see, new cold ore there. And we have with the moss, I like the moss, lots and lots of clay for sure. I've definitely seen lots of comments about people wanting more access to clay. So, I mean, that definitely seems like a really good thing. And we have, you know, the little baby drip leaves there. And a long blueberry vine. Very nice. Let us see if we can indeed get to ourselves a bigger cave. Let's try to see if we can find another azalea tree. And see if we can notice any patterns in regards to how it generates. Maybe that was the only one since the entire world is the same biome. Okay, okay, we're not gonna do that much searching. It's just not here, so we're gonna move on now. So we can see a lush cave ravine. This is pretty nice. I really like this a lot. This is really cool. So these are just walls of clay. Very nice. And just all of the vegetation that we are meant to be seeing. We see some copper ore here in the midst of it, so new copper ore texture. I think it's looking pretty good. So we definitely want to try to see if we can find some in the deep slate areas, because it definitely probably looks the coolest. And find some really large caves. Here we go. This is what I want to see right here. Yes, look at this. That's amazing. It's just like an underground forest. It's wonderful. Yes, this is incredible. Okay, we're crossing straight into the deep slate areas, as we can see the redstone and deep slate here. We're gonna have to go into those biomes, or I mean into those textures. Oh, wow. This is really, really nice. Hashtag no air exposure, huh, for lapis. Interesting. Interesting. So maybe the air exposure means something else. Maybe I'm mistaken of what that means. I don't know. But I mean, here's some more air exposure. Or maybe it was like at a certain height. Maybe I misread it or something. I'll have to check back later. But yeah, sheesh. And I mean, lots of clay too. That just kind of just takes over. It's pretty insane. This is pretty crazy. Just wow. I think I saw a geode with some of the vegetation inside of it. And just look how it's layered. Wow. See, the kind of cave generation that we're getting really reminds me a lot of the Nether. Especially if we look at, this biome in particular, the way that they kind of have the layered liquid levels kind of like here really reminds me of the basal deltas. I really think they've utilized the same kind of pattern here, may have kind of just slightly tweaked that kind of generation, because it definitely reminds me of the basal deltas in regards to that. So I think they took inspiration for that. But I mean, geez, just look at this. It would be nice to find like some huge long glowberry vines here. Yeah, this is insane. Only one of the two lapis generation zones type is air exposure only. Okay. Oh, was it air exposure only, or was it no air exposure? Okay, so maybe that's what it was. My bad, yo. And as we can see, iron ore got a change. I gotta see. This one is better. No more warm ore. No warm ore. So this is definitely better. We can see both types next to each other too. DEEPSLATE, of course, is the better version. No one can disagree, JK. But yeah, we can see. Ooh, coming in with the granite. That looks. I like it with next to the granite. That looks really cool to me. I like that. That's a nice feature. Uh-oh. And look at the top of the DEEPSLATE. Yeah, I really like that a lot. Alright, wow, this is amazing. Wow, just look at this. Look at this, just like flat plane. It's like, wow. Choosing Barry 29, good to see you again, Minecraft Master. How are you? Hello back to you. You meant no air exposure. Okay, so only one of the two. Okay, okay. Thank you, Enderstorm. You can see we get a little bit of a pillar here. That's pretty cool. Or multiple pillars. So yeah, I like the pillar generation as well. So yeah, but I mean, voice crack. There we go. But yeah, even like something like this just looks like a good place to have a house, have a village. Like underground building is. Oh, and there's some of the bushes. Oh, my particles are off, so that's why I'm not seeing them right now. I guess I'll turn them on and hope it doesn't crash the computer. But yeah, wow, this is. Sheesh, this is amazing. Those cases look different than it did in Minecraft Live, perhaps. I mean, they've definitely been going through a lot of changes. So, Minecraft Live was definitely just the test version to see what it would hypothetically look like, just to get the aesthetic of the feature out there. But, now they're refining the details for sure. So let me see if I can turn the particles on to see if we can get any of that. All particles? All right, fine. If it crashes my computer, bring it on. So let's bring on the particles. Where are the particles? I guess we're not by the flower. I think the flower was more over here. So it doesn't seem like we're getting a whole lot of flowers. Maybe it's just hard for them to generate. I don't really know. I haven't seen that many, but hopefully we get the particles coming in and it'll produce a more atmosphere look here. But yeah, I mean this is pretty insane. Oh, we have some lava here. Any of it still generating by the lava next to the picture. As we can see, it looks okay. Geez, that is not safe. I'm pretty curious if it will catch on fire. But while we're down here, let's go ahead and look at all of the. Oh, we have the glow lick in there. See, it's even a tiny feature like that. That the glow lick in itself was kind of like overshadowed by the biomes and the mobs and the redstone functionality that we're getting and stuff and the texture updates. But I mean, even something as tiny as this is definitely going to be so helpful for just getting a little bit more light in the cave without it always just being lava So you have to like worry about trying to maneuver around it. But you know, you just have a bit of helpfulness in the cave. That's so cool. Just the little details and the big details together. Let me check out this geode. I could have swore I saw some plants growing inside, but maybe I was mistaken. Okay, so no. Okay, I guess not. This one, I mean, I guess if you want to consider that open. We still have the smooth basalt there. I can still kind of see the basalt look in it. And I'm just curious as to why they would switch that out. I'll definitely be doing a whole lot of thinking in regards to that. But yeah, just seeing this all really come together is really, really cool. And I can't wait to be able to see multiple biomes together. So like being able to see the dripstone caves and these together. I'm really interested. So this is really cool. Yeah, I'm really liking the texture for the DEEPSLATE. That's really cool. Let's go ahead and look at some of the pictures here. Oh, we have to go to. Oops. Geez, do I know my buttons? Alrighty. Oopsies. Let's go ahead and look at all of the DEEPSLATE. And my cap box is on because I love DEEPSLATE. So we have the cracked DEEPSLATE tiles, DEEPSLATE bricks. What's the other? Let's look back at the regular tiles. What's the other cracked one? Oh, infested DEEPSLATE. Let's look at the infested DEEPSLATE. Just forgot about that too. And we also should look for a fossil to see if we can find the diamond ore generating it. We've cracked cracked DEEPSLATE bricks. I think that's the second one, right? Yep. Alright, so cracked DEEPSLATE tiles versus DEEPSLATE tiles. Cool. I guess all of them have cracked versions, so it's like, why not? Yeah, I mean, it's still cool. We have the infested DEEPSLATE. Right, which, I mean, I think in appearance looks just like the other ones, but, you know. And then the cracked DEEPSLATE bricks, yeah, looking just like how we might find it in the Stronghold compared to its stone version, so I like it. But it's interesting that we do have infested DEEPSLATE. So I guess I'm curious, they didn't really specify much information of like whether it generates naturally. You know, will we be able to find this in the world? Like, if we're just mining through this biome, are we occasionally going to find infested DEEPSLATE? Or is it just like, you know, in the circumstance that a silverfish runs into DEEPSLATE, we can, or this will happen. We have a sit here saying, you can get cracked DEEPSLATE tiles by smelting DEEPSLATE in a furnace. Indeed. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's similar to the stone variant as well, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's the same thing. But I mean, I think I like the regular tiles better. I think I like the old tile texture. This one feels a little less defined. But I mean, I'll still probably use it. The sound is not. Let me turn my volume up a little more. Yeah, I do like that metallic sound. Kind of like the same thing as the nether brick. So, that's cool. So as we can see, we just have leaves, you know, growing on the lava. Are people going to stop complaining about this now? It's there. Clay, lava. Get over it. It's going to be a thing. It's a thing. For now. Boom. Looking at the drip leaf, I think they still do that. They still go back up. I wish they would gradually go back up, so hopefully that could be a thing in the future, but who knows. Yeah, and the iron ore is definitely looking a whole lot better. I think that fits in pretty well with the andesite, I believe, or the tuff, sorry, this is. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh, you can find some diamond here. Still looking very nice. Let's go ahead and find a fossil. If there's anything else that you guys want me to look at specifically, please let me know. I'll definitely just run through all the features for you guys. And as people will continuously show up, we will definitely keep going. Oh, look. Yeah, I think it just did catch fire. That's interesting. Okay, wait. Okay, well, I'm going to wait a second to see if it goes away. It didn't. Okay. Okay then, I guess it's kind of fire resistant. I think that clay that spawns near lava should be terracotta. Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of people say that. I mean, like, either way, it's fine. Like, I don't think it's that big a deal. But, like, if it does become terracotta, I mean, that'll be cool. I mean, I don't see why not. So let's go ahead and look for locate a fossil. Wait, can I not locate fossils? Wait, we can't locate fossils? I could have swore we could locate a fossil. We have nether fossil. Is there a different word for it that I'm not thinking of? So we can locate nether fossils, but not regular fossils? Fashion buried treasure and city fortress, igloo, jungle pyramid, mansion, mineshaft, monument, nether fossil. I guess I'll just search by nether fossil and see if that works out. Then, well, yeah, wonderful. Thank you so much. So, I don't know how I'm supposed to find the freaking fossils if I can't locate it, but, okay. I guess we'll hopefully run into it at some point being in, spectator mode. You sit here says, "Can I show dripstone?" I would definitely like to. I do want to make sure we go through, I guess, looking at the lush caves thoroughly and make sure that if there is anything that we might be missing, make sure that we can see that. But yes, I definitely like the way the dripstone looks. It's just, we're not really getting any particular changes to the dripstone, but always looking at it is always fun. So let's go into spectator mode. We can. Oops, that's not what I meant. To see if we can find a fossil, perhaps. But I don't know how easy that's gonna be. Oh, they generate on a specific biome, so we won't even be able to find them in this world, I think, because the entire world is Azalea. Look at look at it growing inside of the mine shaft. That's so cool. That is really really cool. But we won't even be able to see it in this world because we'd have to have a world that generates either swamp or desert in order to see that. So we're gonna have to check that out maybe later, or unless I'll just do a video on it. Maybe in one of the lower videos. I'll keep thinking. I'm gonna be looking into things of why would they put diamond ore there? It just seems interesting. But let me look back at the changelog here to see if there's anything else that I might be missing. We can look at all of the ores, perhaps. Oh, right. There's... What block is that? Okay, there's the... Cracked DEEPSLATE? Okay, I feel like I didn't see that version that I see in the picture here, but... let's see here. Thankfully, my computer still runs. Cave world now stop at the world height limit. Ooh, that's cool. Cave vines with global. So, okay, so yeah, I'm not really seeing anything else that we really haven't found. Okay, and I see what Understone was talking about here on the diagram. That there is one section of lapis that will generate with air exposure, but there is the second that will generate from like really high up to all the way down that won't have any air exposure. Okay, cool. But yeah, getting back to it, I don't think there's anything in particular. DEEPSLATE tiles. Where did it go? Okay. We can't hold blocks in. That's stupid. So let me look at the DEEPSLATE. Where's that other block? What is this? Cobbled? Oh, is that the cobbled DEEPSLATE? Oh, okay. Let me look at that. I think that's what I was looking at. Maybe. I don't. Yeah. Okay, that's what I was looking at. Yeah. Okay. I really like the cobbled DEEPSLATE. I like that a lot. Yeah, I'm glad it's different. Yeah, I'm glad it looks like that. Look at the cobbled version. So that's good. Project. This is dripstone. We'll be looking at dripstone. We'll be looking at drip. We'll look at the drip. Alright, this is pretty cool. Definitely like this biome. Getting clay is definitely a whole lot easier now. Or I guess not easier, but there's just another source of clay, which is good. And having large pools of body of water will be good for and finding seeds as well. Will be good for some underground living if that's what someone wants to do. I think like a DEEPSLATE only world would be fun to do. I'm not sure how I guess like what would be the like restrictions on that, 'cause I don't think you can like make it only. Or no, I think there is a setting to like modify world height, so maybe that's a thing, but I don't know. They said that we would also be able to see the azalea trees underground, but I don't think I've seen any of the tree yet under here. I mean, if it was terracotta, like, I don't know. We'll see. But also, cracks in the top bedrock are a lot less common. I have been flying over the surface and only found one. But what are in the top bedrock? Do you mean in the Nether? What's the top bedrock? What does that mean? But is that like the crack feature that has been, I guess, like mentioned before? Like what are the cracks? I don't even. They mentioned that they put cracks, but like what does that look like? There's like no description as to what that is, and I mean, I don't know what are cracks supposed to be. I don't think I've seen any of the wood. If there would just generate down here, that would be really cool in order for some more underground living. I thought I saw, okay. Yeah, very, very nice. So we can go ahead and load up a dripstone world now. I think we've pretty much covered all of the features here. I feel like the flowers here don't generate very often. I really feel like I haven't seen that many. Maybe that's just me. Ooh. Always fun finding one of these. And I've only seen one azalea tree on the surface. So that's really strange. Is this azalea tree? That'd be a big one if it is. Indeed it is. Okay, so here we go, second azalea tree. I guess they're just rare. And we see the dirt is always the root dirt. And this one just seems to go straight here, so yeah. So I'm assuming the roots are only going to generate directly under the tree. I haven't seen any of the other roots or rooted dirt either, so I think that's the case. Jeez, look at this just giant body of water. Look at this. Whoa, okay, look, there's the tree generating completely underwater here. That is really interesting. Unlike the Nether, lakes spawn and break the top bedrock layer. Oh, we can create a cave world. Oh, okay. When you create a custom world, you can make the cave world. Right, okay. Oh, but they can break the top bedrock layer. Okay. Okay, that's really interesting. I want to look at a good chunk of magma blocks there. I've only been seeing them like very sparingly, which I find unfortunate. You know, being able to find, instead of like, as opposed to finding those whole the obsidian and the magma, I feel like that was really cool. I guess they don't want too many flowers. I guess just since they're the production of the particles, they want them spaced out so we're not overwhelmed with them, perhaps. Maybe that's it. I don't know. But geez, just seeing all of this. And this is the first tree we found in the ground. I guess, what kind of spacing do they need? Because I feel like we found, like, right here, right in the middle here would be a good space for it, but what are my thoughts on the new cobble? DEEPSLATE, I like it. I like it a lot. At first I thought that was the new tile block in the picture, since that's what they showed that when they were mentioning the updated pictures, but yeah, I really like it. I like the cobbled version. I think the tile needs a little bit more definition, needs a little more contrast like it did have when it was first came out, but yeah, the cobbled one I like a lot. See, I feel like there should be so maybe the trees only generate underwater when they're underground. Could that be the case? That's strange. That diamond ore. Yeah, I really haven't seen any of the other trees. That was the first tree I've seen underground. That's really interesting. And then it generates like completely underwater. Ooh, mineshaft. Huggers. Yeah, seeing mine shafts across the deep slate, across multiple biomes. Oh man, yes, underground building is just I can't wait to see a lot of the builds and just to see some like survival things. Just living underground here would be so cool. See, is this not enough space for the trees? So I guess we can. I mean, I think the trees are just rare overall. First of all, like even finding trees on the surface was pretty rare. Jeez, look at that basalt. I really like that texture. I really like that. But even underground, it's. I guess they're just extremely rare. They're just a really rare tree. Um, and I mean, I don't know how I feel about that. I guess because it's like if the tree is rare, we might not be. It might not be as easy to actually find the biome underground. Based on the above tree. But I don't know. See, I feel like there should be like a tree here. Oh, okay, so I'm assuming there's a tree above here because there's roots here. Yeah, and I think I see it right here. Okay, so this one didn't generate underwater. So this one's just, normal tree. Huge cave, huge cave. Um, that's interesting. I hope the roots have some sort of use. I guess at least for like composting. Perhaps, maybe, but I mean, decorative blocks. There's nothing wrong with having decorative blocks, but I do prefer, I guess, like survival play and everything having a use. I think Minecraft is simple enough for the majority of things to have a special use. So if it does come about, I would like that. But all right, I think we can go ahead and look at some of the dripstone caves. Now we can just insert dripstone caves here instead. So let's go ahead and do this, since I think we've gone through pretty much all of the features for today's snapshot. So let's go ahead and get that drip. Can't spell. Dripstone case. Yeah, I want to see some dripstone. See that drip. Let's look at the drip. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much the snapshot. So pretty good overall. I mean, we've been waiting for LUSH case for the longest time. Now we had it in block form, but we want to be able to see it generate naturally, which is really cool. Yeah, I mean, what else are we really asking for but to see, these biomes really come to fruition? It's been really cool. So I'm gonna take a look at some of the yes, Creeper Jacket, the drip. Taking a look at the drip. Let's go ahead and hop straight into spectator and find some of these big caves. Oh, we don't have the night vision. There we go. But I do want to find some of the big caves, but dripstone definitely generating all around. I think that was that drip coming from the dripstone. I have always felt, when the dripstone drips, it should have a bit of an animation. Like we should be able to see the liquid kind of circling around it or going through like the inner parts through the crack, so we could like kind of tell, thoroughly that there's use, that there's it's working. So let's get down deep and see some of these. Oh snap! Look at that. That is insane. This is huge. I mean, this is like, look at that. Jeez, that's insane. This is incredible. Goodness gracious. Wow. Look at this. I mean, yeah, dripstone is something. I'm glad it has a very niche use, you know, so I can't really ask for more in terms of like usage. It has its very specific one good use, so I do like that. And you know, I think there's definitely arguments for people liking the texture of the block, as well as being able to, you know, have a spike trap in Minecraft, which is really cool. So I mean that's what I think. Dripstone, you know, dripstone is a really complete package for sure in terms of like a, a part of the feature for the cave update. Dripstone is a very complete package. Has a niche usage. Uh, has a pretty distinctive look for the more creative people who want to use it in builds. I mean, we really can't ask for much else in regards to it. Yeah, look at iron. Iron looks it looks normal now. It doesn't stand out too much in terms of like being out of place. Yeah, and it just looks good. Yeah, they fixed it. But yeah, dripstone is I really like dripstone a lot. And then just being able to find like these kind of connections like this is insane. That just looks so cool to me. I really like that. Sheesh, I mean, this game is huge too. And I mean, being able to, I mean, and then like the look of it, like making this kind of like like making this teethed area, like look at this, like looks like we're going into the mouth of something. That's so cool to me. I think that'll be so cool for builds. Yeah, that's insane to me. That is really cool. Cool. And then, you know, just pairing it with the DEEPSLATE as well, just having a good color contrast, being bright and dark is really awesome. Let's jump through there. Ooh, another one of those big connections. I really like those. This is something I feel like someone would like look at and carve a statue out of. That'll be really cool. Yeah, but geez, I can't wait to see all of these things together in the same world. See them cross over. It's just gonna be really cool. Yeah, geez, yeah. Dripstone is it. Dripstone is good feature. But all right, Minecrafters. Is there anything else you guys want me to go over? I'm gonna take another look at the change log. Do we go over both of these pictures? Oh, that was the ore change. We've seen kind of all the ores. If we want to go through the Java system requirements, we can. And I'll definitely be putting this in the Discord just to make sure that people, you know, are aware, just in case. You know, just making sure that people know whether or not their computer will be able to handle the new rendering, and can hopefully adjust themselves accordingly. But yeah, I'm really excited. This is really sick. But yeah, let me guys know if there is anything else. Geesh, Marcus, if there is anything else you guys want me to go over. Why is it lagging here? I like it by the lava a lot. That's really cool. I like this. Alright, Minecrafters, I think I'm going to go ahead and end that here. And we'll probably be, stay tuned for videos coming out soon. I definitely have some plans and some ideas that I want to get done. So looking forward to doing that really soon. But with that being said, don't be a Fortnite fool, Hytale hypocrite, or Roblox reject. Always be an amazing Minecraft master. Stay blocking. Oh my god, they're the same texture, I think. Or they're really, really close. Maybe they're just really, really close. Okay, maybe they're just really, really close. It's not the exact texture. Agrofin, you say, sup, dude, new to the channel. Glad to have you, Minecraft Master. Thank you for joining us. We're kind of ending the stream here. We kind of just went through the snapshot. If there is anything you want me to see before I end it, let me know. I can load back up the Lush Caves world. We've been checking out the dripstone. I guess we like to check out the drip every now. Ooh, big cave, big cave, big cave. Yes, like look at this nice, like large space but flat cave. Wow, that is really nice. Really nice for building here. That is so cool. Geesh, all right, that's man. This cave, these updates, bro. Yeah, this is something. This is really, really something. You say yep, so I can go ahead and load back up the other worlds right quick. Here we go. Checking back at the azaleas. Yeah, we right here in a really big cave, a really beautiful one at that. And it's just amazing to see this kind of varied generation. If anyone here is just coming on, something I noticed, I think about the Dev Singal says, what's new? Lush Caves is new, really. Just adding Lush Caves into the game. But something about like the generation here. I think they really got this from the basalt deltas. I think they kind of took inspiration from that, kind of taking away the the basalt part of it and focus on where the lava pools generate and kind of slightly tweak that generation for some of the Lush Caves. So I think that's an interesting detail that I guess like to notice. And yeah, just looking at these caves generate in the big open spaces. I'm seeing a little more flowers here. These are all, relatively close together, but I guess I feel like I haven't seen too many. It still seems pretty difficult to find. I think the trees are rather rare, the azalea trees, both on the surface and underground. I think I've only found 2 in both places, really, so they seem to be pretty difficult to find, which I feel like on the surface at least, I think it makes more sense. So it makes more sense to have them appear more often in order to find the biome, I think being able to search on the surface for the underground biome is kind of the intention there, to add, that quote-unquote strategy to mining that everyone likes to say. So I think that would be a welcome change. But I guess for underground, I feel like there's a lot of places it could generate, but if it doesn't generate underground, I guess that's fine. But it would be nice to be able to, find some extra trees underground while searching, so we can have access to wood and whatnot. If we needed an extra crafting table or needed some more sticks or something while we're exploring, for having longer cave explorations would be really, really cool. Let's get back into this cave here. I can see this is more, I believe. Which one is this? The one that goes kind of vertically? Is that the Swiss one? I'm not sure. Or the spaghetti one? I'm not sure about all the different cave name types. But yeah, this is pretty cool. And so under the azalea trees is where you would find the roots, the rooted dirt, and the hanging roots as well, as where you would find those, which is interesting to say the least. And you'll find them directly under the azalea tree. So if you're underground and you see some, you'll know that if you go upwards, you say, would friendly mobs spawn here underground too? Nothing in particular. No, I haven't been able to see. Well, yeah, I haven't seen, nor have they indicated that, like, I guess, like, you mean like sheep, cows, things like that would spawn underground. I have not seen that. If I'm not mistaken, I believe axolotls would be spawning in this biome. So I mean, that is a friendly mob. Bats are, technically friendly, right? So I mean, there's that. If you like bats, I guess. But other than that, no, I don't believe there's any plans to, or they've made an announcement at least that the generic passive mobs would be spawning underground here. But if you're doing a bit of survival underground here, you also have access to seeds, in pretty abundance. Hopefully if you hit all this grass, you should be able to find some seeds, and then there's plenty of dirt for you to have like a farm going. So that's good. Okay, it's a pretty tight space. Let's try to find some more big caves, like the big ones. Ooh, what's going on here? Lots of pillars. Wow, look at that. All the way down to lava. This is pretty cool. Ooh, with in the air, my shaft supported by the chains, so it's not just floating, but they're actually being supported by something, so that's good. Wow, look at how, wow, this is, being out in the open like this is pretty cool. Is there supposed to be a wall here? What is going on with this chunk? Okay, that's weird. Any second now, if you want to generate. But yeah, look at this. I mean, this is like just great for underground bases. Ooh, pretty sky. But yeah, I really like this. Yeah, and finding a mine shaft in one of these big caves is just huge to me. Because it just, like, having these platforms, it's just great for like building. It'll just be a great thing to build a base off of. I think that's so cool. Man, that is really something. Yeah, that's insane. It's really interesting, and I'm definitely really excited, really excited. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much everything for the snapshot. It's pretty much just adding this biome. They did say, if you did not see, they have changed the rendering system a little bit to OpenGL. So that can affect, if your computer might not have the performance to handle it, you might need to update your computer in some way in order to do that. So I'll definitely be sure to check that out. I will be posting that specific link in the Discord too, so people can definitely check that out directly and check their computers to make sure that they will be able to actually run Minecraft in the near future. Because whether it's running snapshots and when it full release comes out, unless they just choose not to update, then I will see. Or I'm not sure how it affects old versions. I'll have to double check to see if they mention that. But yeah. Overall, I am definitely really excited to see this. And yeah, with that being said, Minecrafters, I think that's kind of going through everything that we've gone through, or that we have again. Besides, I guess, some of the blocks, and we've passed up a good amount of the ores. Iron was fixed, thankfully, or I guess thankfully for most people, so people can stop complaining about it. I mean, I think it was fine, but gee, yeah, the gold ore looks so good. Yeah, in fact, gold ore looks really similar to gilded blackstone, and we all know how beautiful that is. So yeah, very nice looking ores. Yeah, just yes. In the redstone, we no longer. Yeah, I guess they really. I think all the other ores remain pretty much the same. Just, I guess, lots and lots of people really did not like the new irons. It really got a lot of hate. So that is really funny to me. Jeez, I mean, look at this. This is just insane. You can have your cobblestone generator coming down here. Your base all the way up in the air with all the chains. I mean, this is insane. This is pretty broken. This is so cool. But yeah, so with that being said, Minecraft Masters, don't be a Fortnite fool, Hytale hypocrite, or Roblox reject. Always be an amazing Minecraft master. Continue to stay blocky. And continue loving these snapshots. Wow, yeah, look at this. I think this is where we were before. But yeah, oh my gosh. Yeah, seeing just the intricate mine shafts in the open with the support pillars and the support chains crossing into the biomes in the deep slate. This is wonderful. Oh man, I can't wait. This is pretty incredible. Whew. But definitely stay tuned for some videos. I have some ideas coming out, so we'll be working on that all day today. And just check out the snapshot for yourself if you can. It's really, really cool. Alright, gonna be ending it here. I gotta eat, so let's go, Minecrafters. Gang, gang. You say, are these frequent? I'm not sure what you're referring to. The biome, we don't know how the frequent biomes are yet. The only way we can see them right now is doing a one biome world. So the entire world right now is Lush Caves in order for us to see it. If you're talking about for the mine shafts, I don't think they've changed their frequency at all. So yeah. But alright, actually ending stream now. Go.